I'm free. I just want to express how much it hurts me that I can't break this, apparently. I'm gonna try it. Nah, my ammo. It's a yellow splattered barrel. It's gotta have resources in it. That's the law. It's like when you play these later Resident Evil games that use the yellow spatter, and then you see the old boxes that used to be the generic type of box that you always broke for supplies in the last few Resident Evil games before the yellow spatter. And then you're like, I can't break it for supplies, but I recognize it. It looks just like the ones I used to break. And now the yellow spatter is here, and it's like, haha, I'm also a lie. You did it.
I couldn't have done it without you.
All you.
I was hoping for a pony, but I guess this'll do.
She wants a pony? What are you gonna do with the pony? Don't you live in New York? Where are you gonna put that pony? Is this a self-aware joke about the idea of being a young girl? Because you're too old to think that that pony's gonna be good for your life. Have I fired a single round of the shotgun yet? I'm not sure if I have. It's just I cherish the shotgun so much that I'm so happy to have it, I'm afraid to fire it. This is whereabouts Lady Dimitrescu cut off Ethan's hand. I was amused how this game was increasingly acknowledging the absurd logic of Resident Evil 7. That in its absurd grindhouse aesthetics, increasingly Ethan could just like put his arms back on with the goop. And it's like, what the fuck? And because things are bad enough for him, he just has to like run with it and keep going with his life. But it make no sense. Okay, so not only does spamming center mass work best, but also now I do have an upgrade that lets me shoot more effective. I both have more shots without reloads, and I have a more powerful pistol with the two upgrades. That's good. Yeah, that was definitely the learning curve to figure out at the end of the first episode. Was just like, okay, do not try to run past these guys. There's not enough space to do it usually. We need to just obliterate them, and you need to just shoot center mass because well, part of the struggle is I was spending too much time trying to aim at the head as it sways everywhere, which is, you know, the universal struggle with Resident Evil stuff. And maybe I aim at the head too much in general in all these games, but it usually feels like it's still a good idea. But in this game, it was actively feeling like a bad idea to aim for the head because of how hard it is to hit and how little space you have before the enemy reaches you. Alright, so this is always the landmark room for me because it's the one that has a lot of wind blowing through these windows. And then all the meat. I really appreciate games that have environments that just have really, like, recognizable environments and interiors. Like, okay, this is a landmark. Like, there's a lot of liveliness to the locations in Castle Dimitrescu. And other games that I have played could do with more of that. Because sometimes it's just like, how am I even supposed to know where I am? Like, I am thinking about how I have been playing Shattered Memories, and there's, especially in the chase sequences where the game becomes more homogeneous in visuals anyway, those levels could do with more landmarks so you can more easily tell where you are. They almost never do. Can I fit it? I can't fit it. Dang it. They will not let you place one thing and then pick up the other thing automatically by placing it on it. Huh. A bunch of white sage. A lot of medium seed power. That's either 3? I think this was 2, right? That's either 3 or it's even more. Like I'll get an upgrade that gives me more capacity. I'm definitely actively avoiding crafting until I run out of something that I need, and then I can craft it really quickly. And I'm also avoiding using this, avoiding using my power as much as possible until it's an emergency. But speaking of which, I can refill this. It's good that it counters when people grab you, so it's essentially the new, dagger. The way that you could use the knife to counter grapples in some of the other games. It's more effective, though. There's an interesting balance here. It's more effectively used preemptively. When you use it as a counter against a grapple, it does not freeze them nearly as much. Whereas when you use it against a guy that's standing up in front of you, that guy will freeze for so long you can just kill him. If assuming that first example we saw is how it always is. And it does an AoE to local enemies, so it really creates a moment of safety. To compare to Shattered Memories, again, it's like the flare, essentially. Like, it's a very much like a limited resource, get out of jail free card. Except in this case, it takes a while to cast, so you have to be pretty... It's very deliberate. You not only do you have to use it offensively, you have to use it, like, with a decent window of space so they can't grab you, and then nothing else has to be currently getting you. Because if you're running from stuff, you're in trouble, so... Even though I know it's best used offensively, I'm gonna end up probably using it the most defensively just because that's... It stops you from losing your health. It is essentially like having a giant health bar in that when any of these grapple enemies grab you, you can counter them with your my seat, and then you can run away, hopefully. So you undo the mistake, essentially. I don't really see myself taking the hit on purpose.
I can finally get rid of these powers. But I have to admit, I lived with them for so long. It's kind of weird to let them go.
Wow,
I know.
Did I guess the entire character arc preemptively before the story even started? What have I seen a narrative before? Okay. Oopsie. I don't think that means that stories are bad or anything when I can predict them or anything. It's just what a character arc is. It'd be weird to not have an arc. I have this goal, and then I achieve it at the end, and nothing about me, I didn't grow or change in any way in the process. Would be weird. Similarly odd, we have the triacular and monocular key. It wasn't an upgrade. They're just separate keys. I guess I'm used to the idea of one thing upgrading to become the other thing, but in this case, one thing and then another thing just both existed. But they're represented numerically, so it feels like levels of clearance, so you'd expect to get them as like an upgrade to the key, like an attachment, or you trade one for the other, but instead, it's more like the equivalent, like there's just like a blue key and a red key, like they're more almost parallel equivalents. It's the crystal lizard!
Well done, little one. You've more than earned this reward. Almost looks like the real thing, doesn't it?
What?
It's a replica, of course. Nothing that valuable could ever manifest on this stratum. Did you really think I'd give away something so precious? I had to bait the trap with something.
No! No!
Yeah, there's not much reason to think that playing his game would give you what you want. You gotta get more jet in you.
Now comes the real fun. The perfect place for your demise. Let the show begin!
Oh, it's the werewolf gauntlet area, isn't it? Yep. Yeah, I feel so vindicated in that, like, it's the, if you've seen the ending of Cape Escape, like, this is why this is so important to Jet's characterization. It's like, if you play the game that the antagonist created by their rules, like, you don't achieve anything, and you will not win. Like, you can't do that. Like, obviously we didn't have a choice, it's just what the video game is, but it's like, he controls the whole thing. If he doesn't want to let us go, and he doesn't want us to get the thing, why would he let us go? He knows where we're gonna be and when. He set up every step of the thing, it's just him screwing with us. Of course. Okay, so... this thing must just die eventually. If you just shoot it enough. Gonna grab me? Is that what we're going for? This seemed like the time to use the shotgun.
Now that's entertainment. I thought you'd be more of a fighter.
I've shot him like 10 times. More of a fighter. How dare you? I only got a couple shots out of the meat of my seat, so it doesn't seem entirely worth it to freeze him. And he's reasonably easy to shoot for free.
I admire your tenacity.
I'm missing now.
Futile, is it?
I'm somehow getting... I got so many consecutive shots off that's amazing how much I'm missing now. Nothing's actually changed. He's just always standing in a weird, awkward angle. Maybe if I was running around him the other direction, he'd be more likely to face the right way. Oh, he's doing it now. Is this not working? Am I wasting these bullets? Because I'd be really sad to learn that. Okay, no, he seems to always kind of face at an awkward angle. I think he's symmetrically flipped so that he's still most likely facing a bit away when I try to aim at his chest.
Is he dead? Did I do it?
Well, look at you.
Hey, upgrade.
So much feistier than those other little rats.
That's me, I'm a wascally wabbit.
Time to shake things up.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Not dead.
Oh, he's not dead, okay. Well, that's about to become a wee problem. Oh boy. Okay. Well, now I wish I had the shotgun for these guys. Shit.
I do. Rabbits.
God, he's angry. Ah, I thought that he put his arms up because he was downed. Ah!
Human life
Oh my god, he just ran in while I was recovering from the other animation. So rude.
is so easily snuffed out.
That guy's still alive? Oh my god! No! Fucking die! Damn it. Fuck! No! Ugh! Damn it, I meant to use this too. I fucked up. I don't think it's just me though, I think that Rose is kind of uniquely frustrating to play as. The way that things that happen to you can like chain into each other feels really fucked up. Yeah, I wish if I could go back in time, which I might if I die, I definitely would have used a pipe bomb just right up front, because dealing with those guys was a problem once we realized we had to stack it with the other problems. Like, it was too much bad shit happening at once that couldn't be dealt with easily. But also, when I ran away, a lot happened bad at once for a bit there. Oop. But I definitely would have liked to have... So a lot of bad happened at once. I can't finish a sentence and play the game. There's too much shit happening. There was a part where I got knocked in the goop, and I was low on health, and multiple bad things happened and stuff. At that moment, I needed to... Mentally, my priority was to heal, but I knew I needed to use the thing to give myself more sprig, whatever, to... More my seat so I could recover from grapples and so on. But... in a dumb moment, I used the heal first and not the mice seat, but that was a bad idea because the mice seat can be used instantly from the inventory without an animation, and the heal needs a whole animation. And then I had to I had to go back to reacting to things that were happening at me. So I then went too long without using the mice seat, then just got grabbed again, and like, ah, fuck. So this whole loop happened when like I knew to use the mice seat, I just didn't. The things fell apart. Nope, can't freeze him.
This is the most insipid fight I've ever seen. Don't let her get away with that.
God damn it. I'm really getting frustrated with how things don't get, like, they don't react at all to my bullets. They just keep coming at me.
You call this a show?
This really feels like they should get stunned more than they do. It's very frustrating that they just shrug it off all the time. Okay, one more pip. You know, maybe I don't want to break this if he's just gonna come at me. Ah! What's going on? Okay, now he teleports. Ah. So now he warps around and his weak spot's on his back. It's a long fight. I pretty much want him to do this because he seems to have the longest recovery from this attack. I also don't think he's that likely to sneak up on you with it. Let's get back into the big room. I mostly just ran that way because I was a little trapped. But the big room is good because whenever he decides to teleport or burrow, I can know where he's going to come from. Yep, here he goes. As long as I just keep running, he should just teleport somewhere where I was earlier, and he doesn't seem to have much of a chance of ever hitting me with this attack. Well, that was 4 shots.
Finish this.
Did he just teleport again? Because that would suck because I wasn't ready. What's he about to do? Oh, is he summoning more? Oh, fuck. Get out. Ah. Alright, shit. That was new. Rude. Yep. The fact that this is such a huge barrier when it's just a bunch of sticks is very funny. He should definitely be able to get past this. That might have been a wasted shot. It technically hit, but I think that it might really matter how much you hit. Got it.
Useless creature! Such a disappointment! No matter. Your imminent demise is inevitable.
Where? What? Down there? Where am I now? Stratum. I don't want to leave. Not until I find that crystal. I'm tired of being a freak. I want to have friends. I want to live a normal life. Without this curse. If that purifying crystal can make that happen, make me normal, then I'm not going back until I find it. Yeah, so? All right then.
She's responding well to a lot of horrors happening at her.
Guess there's no going back now.
Well, then maybe she's also accepted the idea that this isn't real. Or maybe the dangers and risks are real. I'm not entirely clear, like, does she die when she dies? Maybe. In which case, that guy was really an asshole for being like, what do you have to lose, huh? And it's like, that's for all you know, she dies 30 seconds into using it. I know where the crystal is.
What's this?
Oh, is it the creepy doll child? I remember this. Ethan would hate this guy. I can't read what it says. Oh, will you be my friend? That's not what that says. That's squibbles. He died to save Rose, and this guy's like, hey, you should go touch the crazy fungus. Go die in it. And then she died in most timelines, because I've already lost several times. Let's play. It definitely feels like I have failed most attempts. It definitely feels like she is dying. That would be kind of an interesting thing to do, though. Like, if she did die and then it kicked her out. Oh, I think we're going there. Okay, let's check the coffin first. Like, it would be interesting if you got a game over and then it kicked her out and you had a cutscene about that showed what happened. Like, ah, no. It was horrible in there. And then, like, and then he reacts and then, like, it confirms that she's not gonna die. And then she willfully goes back in, and then you don't repeat that cutscene every time you lose, but you understand that's what's happening.
I swear I've seen these monkeys before, but what the hell?
That depends on whether or not you, whether or not she's dying or being kicked out when she loses, or something in between. Seems like she's just dying. Yeah, that's not a good elevator. This is the elevator everyone associates with the scary baby.
What's wrong?
Someone's trying to block me. Something's not right. Someone's trying to block me. Oop.
Something seems different.
Yeah, this is a different elevator.
Okay, this is weird.
Yep, this is the get chased by a baby hallway. Okay. Yep, we're back. Oh boy. Looks like a breaker box to the elevator, but it's locked tight. I did feel like people oversold that sequence a little bit, but yeah, it was a spooky baby. The lead up was a bit more creepy. Some of the franticness going on with dolls and things, and the baby was a really unnerving bit of like the model and the sounds and so on were pretty good. But what stood out to me is that it was just an incredibly simple runaway sequence and a very short one. So it's like, oh, okay, the entire building is kind of circular shaped. So if you ever encounter the baby, run the other way. And the one dead end where you encounter it, you hide on the spot, it goes and comes away, and then you just, you go run in a circle again. The whole sequence comes and goes in like a couple of minutes at that rate. And I'm like, man, I played entire games that were like this. So I'm too used to this. January 5th. Today was my first day of school. I've always wanted to go. I'm gonna give Chris a big hug next time I see him. There were so many kids my age. It was like I walked into a TV show or something. I was so scared when I had to introduce myself to the class, but I was super duper excited to be there. I'm gonna make so many friends. I'm gonna try and talk to them tomorrow. January 8th. I tried to be brave and talk to some other kids, but no one wants to talk to me. Schoolwork is super easy. It's all stuff I learned with mommy. But I guess I shouldn't answer all the teacher's questions. The boy behind me said something really mean. My hands go icky with white sweat when I panic. It was really bad today. Oh, that sucks. Like this panic puberty. Like this is... Like your body's changing and so on in embarrassing ways. But instead of being... getting weird body hair, it's like, oh, you sweat white. That'd be hard to hide. Being a living Gatorade commercial. Do people remember those? So Rose was homeschooled up to a certain point. Right, because they saved her and she survived, right? So she got homeschooled by her mom for a while, and then got introduced to the real school in like middle school or high school or something like that. So probably skipped elementary school. So she's entering school late, and she's used to being the only student, and she's good at classwork. So she's just used to answering all the questions and just being engaged. But now now makes her feel annoying if she just raises her hand and answers every question in a class full of people. But especially when working hard is condescended to. February 10th. Today, a teacher yelled at me for always carrying my hanky. She said I'm not a baby anymore. The boys at school keep saying I'm icky, but I take a bath every night, always wear clean clothes, and bring a fresh hanky every day. It's because of the stupid white sweat. Whenever it starts coming out of my hands, I wipe it off right away, but sometimes it won't wipe off, so I just hold my hanky really tight. Chris even told the teacher it can't get anyone sick, but didn't change anything. That's fucked up. The teacher yelled at you for just having an object, especially one that's clearly like a special accommodation situation. April 4th. Someone finally talked to me. Lucy from my class said she always wanted to be friends. We're gonna have lunch together tomorrow. I can't believe it. I'm so happy. I hope Lucy's friend Catherine will be my friend too. Oh, Lucy's not good, is she? She's the mean girl. Lucy's definitely the mean girl. The missing baby. Because it's like all vaguely represented like Ethan's fear of parenthood or something. A man, the not so subtle imagery of a man just being swallowed by a baby. And this thing where we did an autopsy on his wife in doll form.
Why is there a picture of me?
Nothing around here. Oh. Well, that's definitely not real. It's definitely another fake crystal. This is a lot of monkeys. Well, we can't hide in there. Oh, this hallway's blocked now. Touching this does not end well. Crystal's right there. There's no way to get it. Uh-oh.
Playtime. You don't need that junk.
Hey, my stuff.
No. It took all my stuff. No, need to find comical scissors. His stomach's been stitched up. There's something inside. Mr. Monkey has a tummy ache. He might give you the crystal if you help him. Oh, that hallway's now unblocked. And it's full of creepy dolls. The monkeys are gone. Monkey. And there's a creepy doll that always follows you. Jimmy's room. He must be from Mom's second marriage. You think she remarried? There's no mention of a dad. But Ethan's been dead for so long. I guess the question is whether she's still alive, too. We don't have reason to think anything came after her. A little person on a landscape. This one seems like it's going to be less puzzly than the previous one was. Like, not going to be a big involved escape room interrogation of a mannequin, and instead maybe just a little gauntlet you do to find some scissors. I'm hearing noises. There we go. I was about to say, could you please turn your light on? Yep, that's about right. The stuffed locker. The picture on the bookshelf. The desk covered in stuff. The stuffed locker, the picture on the bookshelf, the dust covered in stuff. Picture on the bookshelf. 44 is the middle parts of the combo. Okay. 0244. Six six or 99. Probably 66. That door's gonna open. Are you ready, kids? Are you excited to see what happens next? I found the scissors. Looks rusted shut. Now I just have to get back safely. Ha ha ha. Hello, head. Same as before. Okay.
What the hell?
Was wondering what was gonna happen. The hands are coming down. Ah! Stop it. I don't like it. I'm gonna have to ask you to cut it out. That's not what I expected.
You won't get the crystal by slicing open your friend.
I mean, what else was I supposed to do? Ah! No! That sucks.
You know how to play with dolls, don't you?
Is there a specific way? Oh, here we go.
Again? What now?
Maybe you'll get the crystal once you get the campfire started? Not even they know. Lucy. Look at the back ones. The campfire. That is a lynching. Legible. Kid doesn't go in those ones. Lucy. I bet you can find all kinds of places to play with this doll and her friends. Such as the one that says Lucy, or the one that says Lucy. Oh, yep. They're all holding the things that burn and stab the witch. Ruh-roh. I'm assuming we can't get in here yet. I don't think that she and Lucy got along. There's some subtle subtext. If you look really closely.
Someone really went all out.
Yep, that's where the child goes. It's the missing baby. I love that Capcom has slowly gotten more obsessed with putting escape rooms in their game. There was hints of it in 7, but then the DLC that they made later was very much an escape room. And then this sequence was also a bit escape roomy the first time around. We're just increasingly going further down that idea. No one wants to be your friend. What a loser. Okay, so she's about to get carried. They're gonna do carry. So she points and laughs, and then that person dumps the blood on her. Somebody else here is pretending to give her the gift. I think I gotta go back and get the other doll because I need to put her up there. So I'm gonna hold on to this one too in case there's another room I have to do first, because I still am missing the doll to put there. I think we're gonna find all the sequences in reverse order. The first one required 4, this one requires 3. Okay, let's go back and get Lucy. I can even tell where I am half the time. Hi? Is that my mom? Yeah, it's the mannequin of my mom. Okay. That gave me pause. And yes, I do keep saying she and my mom because I have forgotten her name. I'm sorry. Been a while. I think Resident Evil 7 was like 2017. 6 years ago? Where she had more of a presence, and then she came up a bit in 8. Presumed dead until she wasn't. But it's been a while, damn it. I play a lot of video games, leave me alone. That's interesting that they let you press the button. The medicine room. Let's see if I can find my way in there. Kind of doubt I'm supposed to leave.
So you want me to play with dolls?
But Lucy's always holding stuff. And Catherine's always pointing. I put them both down backwards. Yep. I guess, yeah. I just straight up just didn't read them or something. Whoops. Tee-hee?
Yeah, I get it. Fuck you.
They made fun of you in the bathroom for having a puberty. Who cares if it's a monster puberty? Oh my god, this is what I talk about. This is what I mean when they show you old assets from the other Resident Evil games. I'm like, look, give it to me. I need it. And it's just not interactive. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy whenever 8 uses assets from 7 that were important loot objects, but they just don't do anything in 8. Like, I'm so mad that they do that. I'm not that mad, but it's just annoying because your brain is like, it's like seeing a treasure chest, and then it's just like, no, it's just clutter. And you're like, what the fuck do you mean a treasure chest is clutter in a video game? It's a treasure chest. Let me open it. We need to clean that gross mold off of her. Yeah, so Lucy's awful, and they bullied her in her room. Alright, so I did not get a third doll, though. I just got a key. So now I can go in this room, though. The Jimmy's room. I don't think I like Jimmy's room. I don't like Jimmy's room at all. I don't like Jimmy's room one bit. Jimmy's room is a bad place. It is a bad place to be. I don't want to be anymore. I don't like Jimmy. I don't want to play with Jimmy anymore. It's not fun. Okay. Let's go further down into the bad, dark. Everything sucks down here. Ah.
God,
Jimmy.
This is so creepy.
Way back's gonna be bad. Something's gonna be up here. That's inevitable. Hi! Mom?
No way.
Does she even know that's her mom? And she knew her mom, but did she know that that doll represents her mom, like 15 years ago? Okay, so now I want to head back to this one. I think there's more drawings than there were before. This feels like more drawings. Oh, the drawings weren't in this hallway originally, were they? They were in the other hallway, past the medicine room. Okay, so Jimmy is the one holding the gift. And then Lucy is up here being a punk ass. But Catherine, all that she does is talk shit. It's a me. Black-haired doll. A girl doll with long black hair that's clearly more cheaply made than the other dolls. That's mean. But I don't have black hair. That, in fact, that looks like Evelyn, right? She wore black hair. She wore black clothes, a black dress, a black skirt, and had a black hair. Hi. Is the black-haired doll just watching? That's horizontal, so it must be like the boy.
Seriously. Fuck you.
Yep, the black-haired doll is not laughing.
Aw, she's dead. So sad.
Yeah. I am sad. Wait. Things are getting blocked now. Yep, everything's pretty blocked now. This still opens. Kind of doing a once-over on what changed.
Jeez, Rose, you're still looking for the crystal? Fine, I'll help you out. Just take the elevator to me. Mommy might be upset that I'm helping you, though.
Who are you?
Are we going back up to the dollhouse? Oh, it's getting dark. Those are bad sounds. But ironically, I'm probably safe because I have no resources with which to fight and nowhere to run because it's a linear hallway. So in moments like that, either they can't do anything to me, it's game over if they catch you. Either they can't do anything to me, or it's like one of those other things that happens in other games where you turn around and the environment behind you is different in order to enable you to actually do something. What I like is when you get really in your head about the logic of how a puzzle game works, or how a horror game works, and you do make these assumptions that I'm making, and then you find out, actually, haha, you were wrong all along, because the game just thinks you're gonna think that and tricks you with something. Uh-oh. Don't look away. Okay, so now I can officially be worried. Because they just opened up my environment. This door is open, which means it loops back around to that side of the hallway, which means we now have a circular area, and I need to run away, potentially. So this is the... Yep. Don't look away, and then there's a doll. Okay. This is the room with the safe. Use map, there we go. I was like, how do I review where this thing is? So the fuse is in the corner of the bedroom. Medicine room, study. Where's the bedroom? Storage room, study, workshop. Study, kitchen. Okay, so there's the study. That's the elevator. So go down here and then through here? This way? Yeah, around the kitchen to the bedroom. Okay. So once again we need to go to the bedroom, which is a dead end, where we avoided the monster last time. Somewhat worryingly, I need to... Oh, this is spooky. Just have to hope there's no other threats while I do this. Having to walk backwards is very unnerving. Did I go the wrong way? This is the bedroom. Okay, quickly before I run out of time. Okay, there's this fuse. Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ!
Need to get her away from the door. Is hopefully enough space to go around her? Uh-oh. That was pretty good. That moment where I'm like, I got just enough time to look around and do this real quick. They got me. It's both the fact that they got me right when I was turning around to make sure that they weren't gonna get me, and also the fact that I got startled enough that I slammed the spacebar and the V button at the same time, so I accidentally brought up the map. This was an accident from me jumping. Whoops. I don't think this goes well for her. Oh, that's what happens. Okay. I was wondering what it was going to be. I'm like, how's the doll going to kill me? I kind of thought it was going to be a bit more violent. These are surprisingly high on, like a lot of other characters get really violently murdered in Resident Evil and ripped apart. The face sucking thing is really upsetting when it happens, in that we saw what it looks like when it happened, that one version of her, and where her eyes are out and her jaws is fucked up and everything. But aside from that, it's mostly getting sucked into goop, so she doesn't really get dismembered or crushed, or like, okay, there's a powerful doll, is it gonna like rip her apart? What's gonna happen? Is it gonna snap her in two, crush her head? Not really. This one's not heavy on like the Last of Us style upsetting cut to blacks. All right, so it cuts me into the void. That was really, that really startled me. We're back here.
Jesus Christ!
That was pretty good, game. I'm a little worried about how you tell where the other ones are. I keep happening to turn around just the right moment to spot where the next one is. But how do you... I'm not sure how that works half the time. Let's see. I don't know if you can die from walking backwards into one, or if you just realize you can't move. Maybe it's the audio cue is supposed to tell me there's one behind me to worry about. There's still one in here, yep. It's not good. It's not good. Okay. That was a bit of dumb luck. Okay. I got a little lucky there.
I want this thing work! Why aren't you doing this?
You're after the crystal, aren't you?
Do you know where it is?
I've gathered some friends just for you. Entertain them, and maybe I'll tell.
Oh no.
What is going on here?
They're T-posing. Oh, I'm tiny. I'm tiny and they're T-posing. Alright, that was a pretty good riff on the previous idea of the knights that you could freeze with light and stuff like that. That was a fun riff on that. That was more of a mechanical thing to have to juggle and worry about than the baby was. That was amusing. Alright.